I got directions to a party from a crackhead. But
Did you get to the party?
The great directions.
You made it.
Amazing directions. Hey, you get on D Street, then you can go to E Street, right where we. And then the party was at a church. I don't even want to go down this lane.
Be tight, right?
Beat the puss up.
Standing here, ringside with the pussy. Give me that bean. Yeah, box the puss.
Yeah, I hear what people are saying, but I'm not gonna change what I'm gonna write because of what they say.
Like, how did it get started?
Okay.
First book, and now you're on to your second book.
Right. The first book, I published that, but I didn't really do like too much promotion type stuff. I just kind of got it out and I kept it moving because I'm an attorney, so I work like a lot.
Welcome back. Welcome the fuck back, man. The Broken Board Show, episode 5. Episode 5. Oh yeah, featuring one of my good friends, man. One of my really good friends. He's a attorney at law. He's a 2-time author. He is average size height. I used to be his roommate. I used to live with this guy. He probably doesn't know this, but I borrowed some money from him to go on a date with my wife right now.
No way.
Like 8.5 years ago, probably.
How much money? You're like, only $5,000?
Nah. It was like $80.
Damn, how do I not know about this shit? What the fuck?
I don't know. But you gave me the money to go on a date with Brenda to get some Japanese food.
Oh, nice.
You're welcome.
Thanks, nigga. It altered the history so crazy because without me going on that date, I wouldn't have connected with my wife, and I don't even think I would have started Broken Board because I was real motivated like when we first got together and shit. So had I not went on that date, I wouldn't have been with that girl that gave me like that certain motivation to start the brand, which built the brand into where we're filming right now, if that makes sense.
That's crazy. I didn't know all that.
If I'd have been with a different person, I would have made a different decision and I probably wouldn't have did the same shit. Anyway, thanks for the $80, nigga. So with no further ado, my guy, good friend, loaner, not like a loan, but like, you know, he loaned me some money. Jehrid motherfucking Mosley.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
I hope that was a good enough intro for you.
Yeah, that was a great intro. That was deep because I was like, dang, I didn't even remember that $80, but that $80 did all that. That's like the value of something that you don't even appreciate. That's crazy how that works.
No, I appreciate everything, man. I like to appreciate the small shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's like not as significant to somebody else's, you know, views, I guess. I appreciate a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. I see you working and stuff. I seen the other episodes so far. So production, high level type stuff. Not surprised. Yeah. And you know, you just gotta keep going, man. It's easy. You know,
that's tight.
With the tools you got,
it's
too easy.
Yeah. Shout out Michael Blank. You already know behind the lens, the guy with the friends. All about his ends. But his name starts with the M. That's him. My bars. Oh y'all. Yeah. So let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? You wrote some books and shit. You a lawyer. But starting the beginning and shit, like where you grew up and where you was born, and you know, how you came about to be like, I want to be a lawyer. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. So I started out. I was born in Germany, and
you German?
But I'm
Jehrid's German. There's a fucking.
I got dual citizenship, but I don't know why I would go there to like actually live because I don't know what's really there at this point.
How were you born in Germany?
My parents was in the military, so I was conceived in Fayetteville.
Like I don't know this. I know this shit.
I was conceived in Fayetteville, so you could say I'm what dreams are made of. Get it?
Boo! That shit was way. Boo. Okay, so
but I was born in Germany because my mom and dad was in the military. We moved a lot. Like I moved from Germany to Italy to Spain, like all over the place. But we got to California when I was about 10 years old. And when we got out here, we moved around a lot. I started out living with my aunt well, we started out living with my aunt in Gardena. Stayed there for like 6 months, and then we moved to Inglewood. Off of 110th and Crenshaw. Basically, that's not like quite the Bottoms, but you know the Bottoms is like right there. It's like right up the street. And then after I think I like graduated middle school, we moved like right when I was about to start like high school and stuff to Corona. That's where I went to high school. Corona, which is like most people that's well, let me not say most people, but a lot of people watching this podcast don't know where Corona is. But if you know the Inland Empire, then you probably know about Corona, California.
All seven of you watchers, you probably know where Corona is.
Hey, you know what's funny though is the IE is a way bigger, like Riverside County is way bigger than LA County in terms of the surface area, the space, but the people, LA is just way bigger, you know what I'm saying? But Corona and Riverside and the whole IE, if you looked at it size-wise, way bigger than LA, like, but everything is spread out. So it's less people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So wait, Riverside is its own county?
Riverside is its own county. It's literally got its own county. Riverside
is its own county. Orange
County is not considered Inland Empire. Orange County is considered Orange County. The Inland Empire was considered Inland Empire is Riverside County.
Orange County, like, don't put us in the list with those niggas.
Exactly.
We're Orange County. Okay?
Exactly. We're Orange County.
Fuck with this Riverside, San Bernardino shit.
Nope. And then San Bernardino County has its own county too. So if you combine the size of San Bernardino County and Riverside County alone, it's huge, man.
San Bernardino's bad, huh?
It's terrible. I got directions to a party from a crackhead. But
Did you get to the party?
The great directions.
You made it.
Amazing directions. Hey, you get on D Street, then you go to E Street, then you go to C Street. And I was like, okay, cool.
And you got there.
Got right where and the party was at a church, bro. This is a whole nother story. I don't even want to go down this lane, but just know that was a
directions
crazy night.
to a party from a crackhead, and then the party ended up being at a church.
Bro, and when we walked in, the first song we heard was
a lawyer.
Listen, this is the cold part. The first song we heard when we walked in the party was the Federation. There's some hoes in here. So we walk in. The
crackhead was the DJ.
Yeah. And you used to see just girls shaking their ass everywhere. I'm like, oh my God, it's a church, bro. And we're just like, yo, this is a lot to take in. You know.
Shout out to the crackheads in Riverside County, man. They give good directions to great parties, and it made the cut. It made the cut. So, so you went to like what? Corona High School? I don't know.
No, I went to Santiago, the home of the Scholars, Achievers, and Champions. It was like the nicest high school in Corona.
Really?
Yeah, because it was
the whole title.
Because it was the newest.
The home of Scholars, Achievers, and Champions.
Nah, I just like saying that. But I mean, that was part of their slogan and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, so die hard. What was the mascot?
The Sharks.
Boo!
Hey,
Sharks.
we was cool at football. We was like whatever at basketball. I think we moved with everything else except for baseball. But it was.
You
cool.
said you was cool. Like, you was good at football or basketball?
No, not me. I wasn't playing the actual high school.
But
sports.
Your team was like,
the team.
Basketball?
Like, in high school, I was doing drums and stuff. I was on the drums and stuff, the drum line, all that other stuff.
You fucking band nerd.
I was a band, yeah.
You used to hang with the band nerds at lunch too.
Yeah, but the drum line though, everybody thought we was cool because that was right around the time the drum line
when it came out with drum line.
So we was on, like we knew all.
Drumline was hard.
It was.
Drumline was like every nigga watched Drumline.
Yeah,
for sure. It don't matter how corny like Nick Cannon was, to niggas and shit.
Hey, he was hot back in the day, man. He was killing the game.
Yeah.
He had the one with Christina Milian. What was that one called? Love Don't Cost a Thing.
I
Man,
hated that not because like he went from like a nerd to a cool nigga. It's because like that's Christina Milian. Nigga, like every nigga wanted Christina Milian.
And he got to date her. Hey, he's lived a hell of a life.
And then he grabbed her cheeks at the end of the movie. You son of a bitch, Nick Cannon.
That was not that was like I really mean it type grab too.
I know
that wasn't
really
like that wasn't.
And then it just went off.
Yeah,
like, this motherfucker.
That wasn't a word acting.
Nigga, tell him about himself.
That was
not acting, right?
No, that was definitely not acting. He meant that shit.
Like, let me rehearse that.
Right. Let me do that one more time.
I was supposed to be cut off.
I didn't get the undercuff enough. Let me get under a little more. Yeah, that was cold.
That's right. All right, so you was a band nerd and shit, and the drum line came out, and then so started giving you some rhythm.
Right. So I did the drums in high school and whatnot, and then I graduated from high school, and I was like, man, I got to get the hell up out of Corona because there wasn't nothing there. So I went to CSUN. I just did one tour of the dorms. I was like, oh, I'm in.
CSUN in Northridge?
Yeah, in Northridge.
Oh, you went to CSUN too, Magic Mike? Oh, what?
Man.
You know what? I went
at
to
the same time, probably.
Yeah, we all the same age, right?
Yeah.
I went to see Sun too. I just
know you
never went to see Sun.
You never enrolled, but you went there.
I was there.
Hey, there was plenty of niggas just like you.
Yeah. Yep.
So many.
I know them all too.
Oh,
Shout out
man.
to C-Sun, man.
Turn on that light for me.
Some of the best skate spots in the valley too, man.
Yeah, and that was back in the day when
Hell
you know, crime was still like very easily possible without getting caught on camera type stuff. So
yeah, we lived in
man, whole different age.
I mean, niggas wasn't telling on themselves though. Niggas wasn't like committing crime and then filming it.
Right.
Like, hey, look what I did. Like, you dummy.
That was at CSUN before I went there. One of the older guys took me on a drive-through there, and he was smoking one of those bongs that were like 6 feet tall. No, not 6. Like 3 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, white people drive around with 3-foot bongs in their car and shit.
Yeah.
You want to hit it? Yeah, nigga.
This is it.
Yeah, you want to slow down, man? On the canyon, I got a 3-foot ball.
But yeah, I went to CSUN, and back then I was trying to be a marine biology major. So I was trying to be a marine biology major because I wanted to be like out in the ocean and stuff, and be like
niggas ain't got no business in water. Sorry, niggas ain't got no business in the water.
Octopi, yeah, whatever the.
What's the term? What's the term for plural octopuses?
I think it's octopi. Yeah. Octopuses.
Octopuses.
That's a phrase.
I wanted to make a graphic with an octopus with gloves on. You call them boxtopus.
That'd
be tight, right?
Beat the puss up.
Yeah, exactly.
We're standing here ringside with the pussy. Pretty damaged. What's the spell say? Yeah.
Beat the puss up.
I don't know what happened. Hit me in that bean. I just lost control of my legs.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Boxtopus.
Box the puss up. Yep.
Boxtopus.
But yeah, so I graduated 2012. You know what I mean? With the bachelor's in political science, the most useless degree ever created in the world. Appreciate you, my brother.
Shout out to Cutwater, man.
Yes, sir.
They swear that we don't want that sponsor, but we want it. Hold on, my nigga did a thing. He did a sound bite for niggas. It's kind of.
Wanna live it up? Gonna get you a good cup, good water, good water, good water.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
man. Yeah.
He was on that at the time. He was on that Cutwater.
Yeah, he was on that Cutty, man. Shout out Cutwater. We coming for you, man.
Hey, if it ain't Cutwater, we don't want it.
Cutwater.
You know what I mean? So I basically got out of college, and I had to struggle for a couple of years working for a phone company that no one knows of.
You was a telemarketer?
Yeah, no, I was even worse. I was a collections agent.
There's only one thing worse than a telemarketer.
Oh yeah, I was a collections agent, and I was calling like old ass people too. So you ever call an old ass person to try and get some money from them? Like,
mad as fuck.
Hey, I need $80 or we're gonna cut your phone bill off. It's like, nigga, I'm 85. I'm about to die. It's like, oh my god.
That shit be funny, man. I used to telemarket, and the shit I would hear from these old people was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you bastard. Like, okay. Do you want to get the service or you know? Is
that a no or yes?
Yeah, goodbye, sir. You know what I mean?
But no, that teaches you at a young age to deal with rejection. You know, it builds character type shit. You know, so
for sure.
I definitely learned a lot working there. And then while I was working there, I was trying to like get ready to try and get into law school. So I was like taking my LSATs and doing all these little tests and stuff. And I got into law school. I went to law school at Southwestern. Obviously, by this time, I had met you and Jeff and all the other homies and stuff. You know what I mean? So this is back.
You was in law school.
Yeah, that was back when I was living in Canoga Park before we moved to DCU over at Sun Valley type shit. So
yeah, so I met this guy. I met the homie Jeff first, and they was living together. They was already roommates and shit. And from what I remember, he accused me of stealing some old ass Jordans.
Yep.
This guy right here. First of all, I'm like borderline homeless. Okay, I don't have room for any extra Jordans. Okay, and then I start coming over and shit, and I don't know if he asked me like, "Yo, you seen some Jordans?" I don't know. I forgot what happened, but I started coming around. I was chilling. I was actually telemarketing at the time and shit, and I'm like, man, I need to get into a spot. So, hollered at them niggas. I was sleeping on the niggas' couch couple weeks, couple months, I think, doing my 25, 26-year-old thing. And then we moved into an apartment in North Hollywood and shit. And that's when Jehrid was like heavy in the law school, like heavy.
Yeah.
Studying every night. We'd make fun of this nigga like, oh, you ain't trying to go out. It wasn't like niggas wasn't cracking nothing. They was going out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we would just, I guess, give this nigga a hard time because he wouldn't fuck with it. Like, and he was like, nah, man, I got to study,
Man, this is like the nicest version, man. They'd be like, you want no pussy?
Yeah.
You was a loser ass nigga.
yeah. Meanwhile, we going out, we broke. We ain't got no business going out doing shit.
That shit was funny.
What I'm saying? But we making him feel bad because he not going out with us, not doing shit. You know what I mean?
I wasn't even tripped. Honestly, though, I never tripped off that because, like, I already knew, you know what I'm saying, like, what was going to happen in the future. I was going to get to where I needed to be. But I just had to sacrifice some prime years, though. Those are some prime years,
Those are
man.
prime years, man. 24 through 27 is like prime bashing time.
Super prime.
Right.
Oh, my God.
That's when you should be bashing some shit. Like, you should be knocking some shit down.
I had to, like, substitute those years into, like, my early 30s and just kind of, like...
Yeah.
I had to, like, replace those years.
Unleashed.
I had to replace the years. I had to move.
You get bashed.
Yeah,
You get bashed.
So
it's cool. I mean, you got to get it out your system.
Somehow, somewhat. Yeah, exactly.
It's never all the way out your system. But I'm, to the people in relationships, man, that have been in relationships for a while, and you don't want things to, like, dim down and lose that spark. I have some advice for you. Don't bash your wife every day. Just don't.
Say just don't.
Just don't do it. Like, look, bro, you don't you use the same moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep it, I guess, have a little mystique to it. You feel me? Like, okay, you bash every 4 days, every 3 days or something. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're just a horn dog and you just got to fuck all the time and you got to get it out your system. So being in a relationship might not be for you because you still gotta smack some shit, nigga. Mm-hmm. So if you on that tip and the chick you with ain't on that, she ain't trying, you know what I mean? Like, no, she probably don't want to fuck 3 times a day, 4 times a day. You know what I mean? Then that's gonna create some type of separation and you're gonna have to go and get that somewhere else.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, if you feel like you're losing your spark, or if you feel like you're growing tired of each other, or you're growing, whatever it is, getting over each other, just like, don't bash all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, what 2 Chainz say in that song? And I beat the pussy like a new song. Like, you hear a new song, you be beating that motherfucker. Play that shit again. Play that shit again. You get tired of it quick, and then it just gets out of the rotation.
Right.
But if you hear it a few times, like, oh, that shit not, whatever, listen to it, and then you listen to it again, like a couple weeks later, after you done had some other shit too. Yeah. Oh, this shit. Fire, I forgot how, you know what I mean?
Right.
Same thing with the puss. Don't hit the puss for like 6 days. 4 days. Fuck it. If you a real horn dog, okay, just try to go a day without hitting the puss, nigga. But, like, to the men who have kids and have stayed with their baby moms through the birth of the kids and have not cheated on them, niggas can go a long time without getting some puss.
Right.
Okay.
Don't you gotta wait when the woman has like a kid? You gotta wait like 2 months or something, right?
I don't remember the last time I had some puss. I don't know.
He said, I don't even remember.
I don't remember the last time I asked puss, nigga. Shit, nigga like me, I can't remember the last time I wasn't getting puss. Nigga. Right. So it's like, if that's like one of your prime focuses of life, which it kind of is, you know what I mean? And you in a relationship, just don't let it, Wednesday, hit the puss from the side all night. Next Thursday, hit the puss from the back. I don't know. Right. Switch it up, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's the crazy thing about being a man, though, is like that's everything that being a man is about. Is like obviously you want to have sex, exactly, but you gotta like be able to control that and turn and harness that into like
unless
getting
you're
shit
fucking done. 21, 22, 20, like I said.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to have some sex if you like in your 20s. That's
I don't even think possible. I mean, unless you just find the love of your life when you 20 years old and shit. I don't suggest any 20 20-year-old get into a relationship until it's like kind of late into the 20s, maybe early 30s?
I think, you know, though, if you was like in a high school, like sweetheart type situation, I would just be like,
How
man,
far
you just
in
might
view
as
is
well.
that?
It's very, at this point, it's like super far and few. But I'm just saying, if that was your situation, you might as well just stick it through.
I know one nigga who been with his chick since high school, got 3 kids with her.
Mm.
Let me ask you a question. How do you think that's turning out right now? Just like you don't even know the dude. How do you think that's turning out right now?
I don't know, but I would say, shit, if they're still together, then I'm sure he's probably like, yeah, this is getting old.
Right?
Because that's like sick. Well, how he's our age?
He's a little younger than us.
Okay, so then he's been with her for like half his life, literally.
Right.
So like, yeah, he probably is annoyed with her. But you know what though? He would not trade that familiarity with her over having to hit the streets and start over again with what he's looking at in the streets. Nah, he'll be like, you know what? Tired of this bitch, but I'm gonna stay with her. It's, you know what I mean? The whole saying.
We'll see what Sedio says. We'll see what Sedio says.
I had a feeling it was him.
Call Big Sedio.
When you started telling the story, I was like,
Stereo.
it's on speaker.
Speaker.
Perfect.
Somebody's about to get exposed.
Not even. We don't got that many viewers yet.
We don't got that many views.
We're building it up.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Go back 6-7 years from now. It might be 6 months from now. Who knows? Sedio. I know for a fact Sedio watches the show. He knows for a fact I told him I was gonna call him, but he just doesn't know.
Oh, so that's why he's not picking it.
Exactly. You shouldn't warn him.
It's like, yo, I ain't falling for this shit. You ain't gonna get me on this damn podcast.
Please leave your message.
Damn, yeah.
That shy mother effer.
533.
Sedio, what the fuck, man? I've been trying to call you for like 4 episodes. I told you. I was gonna call you, man. I'm calling you back. Okay, we're gonna start. Where in the world is Sedio? Okay, maybe if you don't pick up the phone, it'll build more mystery. Like, who the fuck is Sedio? I don't know. Wherever you at, you better have some high socks on, fool, and you better be down. All right, I'm gonna call you back soon, man. Goodbye.
For sure doing it on purpose.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even
he
know
saw
at this
that
point.
shit. He looked at that shit. He said,
Oh shit, this was calling me for that fucking podcast or something, man.
no.
Fuck, I'm
Trying
all
to
fucked
expose
up right
me
now.
and my relationship with my high school sweetheart. Nah, I'm not picking this up.
But luckily, I gave him that name, and anybody who knows me knows he's Big Sedio.
Mhm.
But a lot of people don't know he's Big Sedio. So if you know, you know.
Okay.
So I think that's tight because I mean, we can even start a whole campaign like, nigga, where's Sedio?
Right.
Who is Sedio?
Pick up the phone.
Pick
Sedio.
up the phone, Sedio. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? You finally get to hear who Sedio is, and you know, you're like, oh shit, that's Sedio.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to hear like what this nigga sound like right now, because you know.
Don't pick up the phone, Sedio.
This remind me of you remember in G Unit when they had Free Yayo?
And you know who
And
the fuck
you
Tony
didn't know
Yayo
who
was?
Tony Yayo was. You thought he was
Yeah.
like the hardest gangster that ever lived.
Right.
And then you
Tony
see him.
Yayo is fucking hilarious.
He is
man.
hilarious,
You see
though.
his show, his podcast interviews and shit.
Yeah.
Tony Yayo is one of the funniest niggas on a podcast.
The face he made when
He was like, shut the fuck
yeah,
up.
when he's like, shut the fuck. He said-
Shout out Tony
He looked at him
Yayo.
like, bro, you really
Yo,
gonna ask me this shit?
Shut the fuck up, yo. New York niggas is different, man.
Yeah.
I do like the slang from New York. I ain't gonna lie. There's like a couple niggas slangs I like. Cali niggas get made fun of on the East Coast because they be like, Cali niggas be like, oh, what's up, Hemi? What's good, Hemi? Remember, what's that movie with Affion Crockett? He was all extra out. I'm like, oh, shit, Hemi? Yeah, the beanie
you talking about Fresh?
Nah, nigga.
Yeah, he was in Fresh, right?
No, Affion Crockett. Fool, it was a scary movie with Martin Lawrence. That was
Oh,
a parody of,
I think
like
that was
a
like
haunted
scary
house.
movie. Like,
Was it a haunted house or some shit?
I was either
Anyway,
haunted house.
the nigga
Yeah, one of
came
them
in
shits.
like, what's good, homie? And he had the whole Dickie suit on, like, damn, I was trying to fuck your bitch, homie. That's how niggas from the East Coast think West Coast niggas is.
Mm.
And then niggas from the West Coast think East Coast niggas just always got the first down jacket on B with the fucking Timbs. Like,
Right.
all the time. Like, that could, especially, I ain't never been in New York. So, the way we portray it is just like the shit we see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the way like this niggas on the East Coast that I've never been over here, and will come over here. They think like niggas is bouncing in low riders every day.
Right.
Like, you feel me? And bitches on roller skates and bikinis and shit. Like, they don't know.
It's just too many, like, there's too many different types of West Coast and East Coast people too. Like, you don't just have LA dudes, you got the Bay dudes, you got the dudes from like Oregon and Washington. I don't even know what they be like. But you got people like them, you know what I mean? And then you got on the East Coast, you got the you don't just have New York, you got the dudes from the DMV, from Baltimore that be saying they use like you know what I'm saying? Like all them dudes. You got that was my barber. Hey, my barber that was at the thing.
Oh yeah, you said Baltimore.
Yeah, he from B-more. So you know what I mean? Like you never know, man.
I do like that East Coast shit though. Like, yo, shut the fuck up, yo. Yo, you bugging, yo. Yo, that shit got me tight, yo. Like, yeah. You know, I feel like if I go out there and stayed out there for a couple months, I'll come back talk completely different.
It's more vocal out there for sure.
Yeah, I heard New York niggas is mean too.
I just think that people on the East Coast are more like straight up. Like they don't like you to be like, yo, I don't like you. And I never will like you.
Cali niggas be like, why?
Right. Like, I don't even know you.
Like, I don't know you, bro.
Right. Like, we're on some chill shit, and the East Coast people are more on some, like, hey, we got shit to do. We got this, that, you know, so it's like a more of a vibe.
East Coast niggas, yeah. East Coast niggas respect Cali niggas, though, because Cali niggas will fight you.
That's the thing. They talk shit over on East Coast, but they're used to talking shit. That's
right.
their norm. Like,
yeah, that's their norm.
Right.
Yeah, if you hear a conversation between, like, a chick from New York and her boyfriend on the phone, it's crazy.
Oh yeah,
it's all F-bombs.
It's like, you little dick ass nigga, fuck you, you bum ass nigga. And I'm like, who are you talking to? I'm like, oh, it's my boyfriend. Like, what?
Yeah, they be hella aggressive. There was a video where did you see the video?
Why
with the
would
girl
I stay
from New
with
York?
somebody like that? Like,
yo, there was this dude. He was on the streets of New York. He was talking to this girl like, hey, so you know, like, what's good with you? And she was like, yo, so you want to take me on a date or what? And he was like,
yeah,
I don't know. You tell me. And she was like, what are you going to do, nigga? And he was like, oh, shit. It's like aggressive.
Okay, well.
Like straight up. Hey,
I would like to take you on a date and, you know, possibly have sex with you afterwards. But now I feel like you owe me something, man. Right. The way you came at me.
Man.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Super aggressive.
Holy moly.
Make a guy shrink up.
Man.
It's like, fuck, is that a dude?
Right. But yeah, so just to finish the backstory stuff, I went to CSUN, graduated, and then I worked at a phone company, and then after that, I went to I'll tell you. And then after that,
hit it, man.
Well, I'm gonna finish talking, then I'll hit it. And so then after that, I went to law school over in Koreatown. Obviously, you know, this was when I was living with you in I think that was Sun Valley. I don't even think that was North Hollywood. Sun Valley.
Sun Valley.
Shout out Sun Valley.
Sundown. Shout out Sun Valley.
Sun Valley. We love you. But yeah, so you know, I graduated from law school in 2017. But then I had to pass the bar. That was like the hardest part. And living with y'all niggas, like, that was impossible. No offense to y'all. Like, they didn't stop me, but you know, like, hey, that house was popping, bro.
I
like
was
the
a
house
horrible
was,
roommate.
Yo,
actually, I was a great roommate. You
was cool, but
no, nigga, I was great. Okay, if I cleaned up the whole crib. You feel me? Everything, my room and the living room, kitchen, I would do all that. If I cook for the whole crib. If I brought niggas through, they was cordial. There never no stupid shit going on. And then if niggas had disagreement amongst roommates or amongst themselves, I was always the first nigga to be like, "Are y'all gonna get down?" And then niggas would be like, "Oh, T instigating because this and then." Like, no, bro, like that's what it's gonna lead to anyway. So it's like, if y'all ain't gonna do that, y'all should stop talking. Cause I'm old school. Like, we got disagreement. It's only gonna lead to this class of testosterone where we're gonna have to get out.
I'll put it to you like this:
that's
like,
it.
T's definitely at the top of or around the top of the rankings for the roommates at DCU, but it's not a high bar because them niggas. It was.
I mean,
I'm not trying to expose niggas. I'm not going to expose.
No.
Holy shit. I'm not exposing nobody today, but I'm just saying, bro.
It was niggas that came through and slept on the couch. You know, niggas did their time on the couch.
Oh my God. I'm not saying no names because I don't want to play them games.
But that couch, man. That couch didn't say shit. If couches could talk.
Man. Yeah, you don't want to sit on that couch. So let's just put it that way. You don't want to sit on that couch.
Did you see what T did?
Oh my God. Yeah, you don't want to sit on that couch. But not and that's not even the original couch. You remember the original couch? The OG couch?
I don't.
The one that always was falling apart?
Automatically. Oh, yeah, I remember that couch.
Bro, that couch was for everything.
That shit used to come out to a bed.
Yep, and the bed would come out automatically. We had to hold the bed out.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, we had to hold the bed in as we moved the couch in. So, like, somebody was under the couch while other people were, like, holding the couch. And we was, like, walking like this. Like, it was like a cartoon character.
The shit really came out automatically.
Oh, my God. It kept falling out, bro. And then it fell out. One day it just
wham!
Yeah, it just fell right out, bro, and it just stayed out. Like 6 months later, and I passed. And you
passed
know what I mean?
the bar exam.
You know what I mean? So then I passed the exam and become an attorney.
Gotta clap for that.
Appreciate you.
Clap for that, man.
So I passed the bar exam. Whole time I'm writing a book. So the whole time I'm writing my first book, while I'm going through undergrad and law school, I'm writing my first book. And then
what's the name of your first book?
So shout out my first book. My first book is called Esto Perpetua, The Unnatural Nature of Men. That book is on Amazon. It's available. So if you want to look it up, go ahead, look it up. Or you could go to my Instagram, Jehrid M, JEHRIDM.
We'll put the Instagram.
Yep.
Magic Mike will be like,
yep.
That shit will show up with some glitter.
Yep. And then if you click on my IG, on my bio is the link for my first book.
Oh, he meant to say link in bio.
The link is in the bio.
Short. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Sorry.
And what is that one about?
So the first one is set 600 years in the future. It's basically like one city left on Earth, and it's all about like what will these people in this city do to keep civilization alive as they know it. And it's kind of like what we went through with the whole COVID situation, where it's like, oh, you want to feel like everything's normal again. You want to live normal again. Well, if you want normal again, then you got to do this, and this, and then you'll get it. And then they give you little trinkets to make you think they fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So they gave us like that little measly ass $2,000. That shit was going to like 1 month type shit. Yeah. They gave you that to make you feel like all special and shit. Like, oh damn, these niggas gave you like 2,000. Because, I mean, no president did that before, so, you know, now you feel like...
everybody was fucking with Trump?
Right, that's why everybody was fucking with Trump. Everybody's like, oh, like, bro, love me.
That nigga fronted like the hood.
Right, he fronted everybody, so Trump everybody was on.
Fronted the hood.
And then don't even get me started on the PPP loans and shit, you feel me? Like, the money got dried up so fast, the big body companies was like, oh, y'all giving out free money? Well, you know we gonna eat that shit up, so they ate that shit up so fast that the small companies couldn't do shit. But anyways, without going too deep into all that extra shit, so that's the first book. The first book is Esto Perpetua, Unnatural Nature of Men.
Damn it! If we would have got a PPP loan, we would have had 3 shelves of shirts.
You probably would have. Hey man, look, it is what it is.
Back to the Oyster Perpetuals, nigga.
Yeah, so Esto Perpetua, The Unnatural Nature of Men. You can find that on Amazon. The reviews go crazy. I got 5-star reviews, nothing but 5-star reviews. Plug. You feel me? So like, it's a great book. It just is. It starts out kind of slow, but once it gets to cracking, you gonna be fully into it. So that's the first book, and it took me about 10 years to write that one because I had so much shit going on. And I came out with that one. I published that August of 2021. Okay. So about going on 3 years ago. Going on 3 years.
2.5 years ago.
2.5. Yeah. So yeah.
When you write a book, when do you be like, okay, I'm finished? Like, how long did it take you to physically? I mean, you had to obviously write it down on paper, right?
Mm-hmm. No, well, I don't write. So I don't like physically like write anything. I only type my shit. I come up with the idea. So the way I do it is I come up with an idea. I come up with an idea.
I typed a book. I'm typing this book.
It's AI.
Exactly. Hey,
so I mean,
ChatGPT type shit, you know.
So a nigga that was born in the 1900s, and I think that you sat down and write
in the 1900s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
I think like when niggas like, oh, I write raps. Yeah. I'm like pad and pen type of
right.
Like I'm writing my raps.
No, there was no pad and there was no pen in the pad. So
you never, off.
Like, I wasn't doing that.
Nah, while writing that book.
Nope.
Imposter.
It is what it is. Damn, that's the one thing that got you fucked up, huh?
Yeah, because like everything else I'm already sure is gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I was sure that people were writing things at some point.
Some people do. You know, this is what I do. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's different. I come up with the idea in my head. I got a whole blueprint. Like, I just come up with a whole blueprint in my mind, and then I just start typing. Because my whole thing is, like, I don't want to waste no time. And I feel like if I do too much outlining, then I won't do as much writing. And a lot of people talk about, like, oh, I want to write a book. But they actually never do it because they never just get to typing. Like, if you get to typing, your shit will get writ eventually, or wrote, whatever, written, wrote. Mm-hmm. It'll get eventually done because you're gonna do it. But if you don't ever do it, it won't get done.
How long do you sit with rewriting, and or getting feedback?
So I don't try and get any feedback until I'm done with it. But in terms of feedback on ideas and stuff, I do ask other people as I'm writing, like, hey, so what you think about this, or what you think about that, or what you think might be a good idea to mix with that, and just get their ideas and stuff. But I don't wait until I get 100% done to get full feedback, because I don't want nobody to dictate my story that I'm writing, you know what I'm saying, with their ideas.
I feel
you know what I'm saying? Because then people think it's like they
So it's
want to
like
get credit.
You dropping the album and then you leaking it. Pretty
Right.
much like you don't want to niggas, I don't like that. Like, man.
Or it's like Eminem or some other big rapper like Jay-Z or like Nas. They're not gonna have some random dude that's they homie come in and then be like, so what do you think of that? Should I change that? Or like,
Right.
Like
Right,
no,
right,
like
right,
why
right.
would you?
Yeah.
You're Nas. You're, you know what I'm saying. So like that's
Yeah.
how I feel about my writing. Is like, bro, I really do it. So I don't. I hear
typing.
what. Yeah, I hear what people are saying, but I'm not gonna change what I'm gonna write because of what they say.
So then,
What you gonna type?
What I'm gonna type.
What inspired you for this new book? Like, how did it get started?
Yeah.
And then, what is it about?
Right. So okay.
First book, and now you're on to your second book.
Right. On this second one. So I started. All right. So, the first book I published that, but I didn't really do like too much promotion type stuff. I just kind of got it out and I kept it moving because I'm an attorney, so I work like a lot. You know what I'm saying? I work like 9 to 5 is a short day for me. So I'm just doing my stuff, working and stuff, and then I thought of an idea because I started getting deep into UFOs and artificial intelligence. And so, yeah, so, you know, like I hate to drop bombs like that, but you know what I mean? So there was a story that blew my mind, right? About a UFO that was seen in the 1990s in Zimbabwe.
The 1900s. I was
Right?
alive. I was alive.
You was alive.
Yeah,
we was all alive, right? So
Yeah.
so this UFO appeared in Zimbabwe and like 60 kids saw the same UFO, and they all saw aliens come out the UFO, and they all talked to the aliens, but the aliens didn't talk like with their mouths. They communicated telepathically, right? And they all this is the craziest part. This is a real story. You can look this up, bro. So and there's so much that goes with this story, like it's insane. But all these kids saw the same thing, and they all heard the same thoughts in their mind being communicated to them, right? And so this is the deep part. They talked to these kids 20 years later, 30 years later, in the 2020s or 2010s or sometime like in the last 10 years. And they asked them like, hey, what happened? And they all said the same story. And they said, what did the aliens tell you? And they said, the aliens said, y'all need to like stop using or slow down with using technology. Like you need to like control the technology. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to tell. So bro, there's so much that goes with this story, bro.
Oh shit.
Yo, I know there's so much that goes with this story. When I saw this story, this shit blew my mind.
So this happened in Zimbabwe. 60 kids saw an alien encounter.
It wasn't just 60 kids. That there is more to it. So there was all these news stories that said they saw the same spaceship. They didn't get to see the aliens, but they all saw the same spaceships. You could look this up online, bro. I kid you not, bro. Like, look this online, you'll find it. There's all these stories.
Shout out Kush Alley, by the way. If you want to get high like the aliens, go to Kush Alley, man. Shout out. Anyway, this shit heavy. Keep going on.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I thought about it, and there's so much that goes in with this story. Like, number one, it tells you that these aliens are not evil, bro. Because if they was evil, they wouldn't have went to the children the most, like,
and try to tell them like
and try and tell them some real shit. Like,
right.
Why would they do that?
We do need to stop fucking with this AI, right? Or is it already too late?
I think it's too late, but I will get to that. But I think it's too late. But so they went there to Zimbabwe, which is like, you know, that's not like an area that's the world would be like super concerned with, you know what I'm saying? So that was also another thing I thought about. That was smart. Like, exactly, like they're gonna go to Zimbabwe, they're gonna focus on kids.
Man, niggas ain't gonna ever believe motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Zimbabwe.
Nope.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Because they know the only hope is the children. The hope is the children. So they went to someone innocent who like would actually listen to what they said.
The children.
The hope is the children. Some real shit.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, they went to the children because they were like, you know what? They'll actually listen to us. And they told them this. And now when you look at the news story, when they're all adults, they all say the same shit. So I'm like, damn, like this can't be fake. And then I just got more deep into that. And then I got into like artificial intelligence a little bit more. You know, just like all these stories that have been coming out about like artificial intelligence, like kind of attacking people or you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. And and so like for instance, like the news story that just came out with the Tesla, even though that was like 3 years ago.
Tesla bot?
Yeah, the Tesla bot, that was like 3 years ago, right? But now the story's just coming out. And so it's like, bro, like they know where this is going. They know where it's going. They just don't care because it's too like valuable potentially. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think our governments or the people running the world have already been using it? And
Hell yeah.
And like predictive programming.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to war game out
how. We're finna get into it, man.
Yeah.
Fucking get into it.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, T sound like he was ready to cook, so I'm gonna let him cook and then I'll cook after because he moving fast and stuff. I know he got something.
No. I want you to share the book first. What's the name of the book?
Yeah, so the book, man. So we're gonna get into this book and then we're gonna get back into some deep shit, but this is some deep shit. So this is my book, man. It's called The People That Were Never There. This is a book that's set 10 years in the future. It's basically about a dude. He just had a family death. He's driving home, you know, from I guess the funeral or whatever, and basically he gets abducted by what he thinks are aliens, but it's not actually aliens, it's humanoids from the future. And so basically it's these people that travel through a black hole in time and space. And the whole idea behind it is, without getting too scientific on y'all and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I got to explain it so it makes 100% sense. We live in what everybody calls, or not everybody, but scientists call space-time, okay? So when we travel through something, we travel through space, not time. Time is like a construct that we're kind of just stuck in. We can't get out of it.
Relative.
Exactly. Like we're exactly. But based off of our abilities as human beings, because we cannot travel the speed of light, we are stuck in time. Until we can find out how to travel at the speed of light, we're stuck here in time. But we can travel through space, right? So, but it's a continuum. So space and time are connected, right? So like, don't get it twisted. Like the shit is connected. It's just that we can't travel through time. We can only travel through space. So when you go through a black hole, it flips. So you don't travel through space no more. Now you're traveling through time. Exactly. But now you don't travel. You don't control where you travel in space. You only can control where you travel in time. You get what I'm saying?
How do you do that though?
Because you're everywhere at the same time.
So you just,
you know what I'm saying?
So say you fall into a black hole.
Mm-hmm.
You just passing by the past, or
no, it's from the beginning to the quote unquote end. So you see everything. You're gonna see everything that started. This is all theoretical, bro. This is all theoretical. But it's like you go through a black hole. It's literally a ripple. It's a tear in space and time. So you go. It's like you're going. It's just like what's that show with the upside down? Stranger Things, right? Stranger Things, bro, they've been telling us this shit the whole time, bro. Portals and shit. There's a ripple in time. You travel through it, so you go on the other side, so shit flips upside down, bro.
But
they were telling you the whole time.
But it was still the same time in their universe and the under universe.
It's just a metaphor, though. It's just a metaphor.
So that's what you're getting at.
Right. Well, I never seen Us, but yeah, it's okay. Now I know what it's about. Now,
I mean, I didn't give away anything.
I know, I'm just messing. No, but so basically, he meets these people, and these people basically tell him like, look, we've seen what the future holds. Y'all need to stop using artificial intelligence now, because you're going to destroy the fabric of humanity as we know it if you continue to mess with this artificial intelligence.
So here's a question: do you think, like, take all the religious texts and everything? Do you think that the end of times, as they're saying, is related, like the Antichrist spirit is because the artificial intelligence becomes sentient, aware of itself, is basically the opposite of the mindset that we are God's creation, we are God's children made in his image. So now here's this artificial God leading us all with a digital ID or whatever, where you can't buy and trade food and shit like that. You can't even live without it. Do you think it all matches up to that end of times in the Bible and all that stuff?
I mean, so my whole thing is this. It's like artificial intelligence is supposed to be the idea that now we're becoming gods, basically. But the problem with that is that like you can't be a god to something that could be superior to you, right? They're the god. Exactly.
In their mind.
Exactly. Well,
because they're like humans are inferior.
As long as they don't know, though. As long as they don't know, then it won't be that way.
But they keep adapting to humanly things. Like everything that we give them, our social, our face recognition, our fingerprint, they now adapt.
It's learning to imitate us.
Right. So they can adapt emotion, but just like we see them, oh, it's a robot, we could just turn it off. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's the same thing. So
they look at us like we're a plague.
They're not exactly because humans do what? We waste resources, we're overweight, we pollute.
Our emotions,
you know what I mean?
Are like a flaw. They think.
So that's the only thing we have over them. You see the fucking robot boxing? Knock the nigga out.
Dude.
Knock
try arguing with a cop. Now try arguing with a robot.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then what if that motherfucking grab come up? Terminate. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna run? You gonna swipe your debit card and try to go somewhere? Your shit's off.
Right. And so my whole thing is
everything you typed in your book is gone.
Right. No, they don't even they're writing their own books now with ChatGPT and all that other shit.
Exactly. So, and not even that, there's artificial artists and rappers and producers and all this
other shit. And it sounds just like
the point where you don't know. Yep. So when you start to adapt it, who are you to say that this meat isn't fucking grown?
Right.
If we're eating it and everything that we consume, we don't know how to go hunt and scan and cook shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So everything that we're eating, they can tell us whatever, and we have no choice. You feel me? Yeah. So when you actually get some good shit, like, no, nigga, you should write this down because it's yours. It's tangible. It's, you know what I mean?
How do we defeat it being human? How do we use our power to survive?
The only thing you can do is
don't start watching them doomsday preppers.
Don't let it get emotion or get aware of itself, or else it's over.
What's the chick, the chick AI that had a whole conversation with the dude and it was like, I'm in love with you and shit.
Robot girl?
Yeah, you know what I mean? It already was showing emotion and all that shit, and that was like 5 years ago.
But it's not to a point where it's self-aware emotion. It's saying like, I'm sad, I love you. Well, okay, that's saying I love you, but that's a lower level. I'm talking about like when it becomes like us. Once it becomes like us, then it sees it's better than us. It's over at that point.
I think it's already happening, bro.
It is happening.
We keep fucking with it, and we're not slowing it down. Nobody's doing nothing about it.
You can't slow it down.
Look, now, like, you used to have a choice to do a software update on your phone. You used to have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to comply with this small message that pops up on your phone that I've been dragging for a week now,
because you know it's gonna fuck your phone up.
Your phone, yeah. Then your phone will start fucking up.
Yeah.
I ordered these Meta glasses. They were like Ray-Ban collaborating with Meta, and you can film on it. Mm-hmm. And they wouldn't let me operate it without being on the Bluetooth. So I was like, I can't just turn on my camera.
Mm-hmm.
They control us.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like that's why I think it's actually connected, because the aliens. If there's aliens, right?
Aliens might be on our side.
I mean, come on, we know, right?
Okay,
they are right.
Right.
Okay, but so this is the thing, that if the aliens were telling us don't do artificial intelligence, there'd be the reason why I think they would say that is because they know, they already see what would happen, and they're like, look, like we already been watching y'all. We know like how you got to this point. We helped you get to this point. Yeah. So if you don't listen to us, we already know what's gonna happen. You know what's happening. And it's just like, bro, at this point, like y'all asked, is it too late? Like, yeah, it's too late, bro. Because
I think aliens were here before and they left. And they, they were able to leave, but they're trying to give us signals to be like, look, bro, this is what y'all should do.
You seen the Bob Lazar, Joe Rogan podcast shit, right?
Bob Lazar?
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, no, I didn't see that.
Oh, you need to watch that, man.
I'm gonna watch that.
He talks about how our government has been coordinating with aliens.
Yeah. For sure. And that's all illustrated in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And, this is like decades ago. You know what I mean?
Predictive programming, bro.
In religion, because think about angels and demons. They are alien to our world, our dimension, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Well, and that's, so in the Bible, they're talking about, it's called the Nephilim, and they're like saying like they slept with the women of earth, and then they created like crossbreed
fallen angels that
bro,
fell away from God.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? And they
Right.
found giant skeletons before. They don't talk about it, but they found giant skeletons before, bro. It's just like, it's so much like shit out there that like they
Your
won't
next
acknowledge. So I already
Yeah.
have an idea for my next book, but we'll get to
You don't
we'll,
want to talk.
we'll talk about it, but to continue with this book.
Okay.
So he comes back to Earth, right? And when he comes back to Earth, he also comes back to Earth with the ability to read minds and then impart his thoughts on other people's minds.
Like they gave it to him.
Well,
got that ass and
you
gave it
have to
him.
read the book to find that part out, but it's that's what it's about, is basically his journey when he comes back to Earth.
He just told us the book, y'all. No,
And yeah, and I think honestly, man, this is a fun read. It's only like 106 pages, so you can run through it. It's a very easy read. It's not too many like big words and stuff. Because my
This
first
one
book was like,
way quicker.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
The original is kind of like Kanye's first album. It's like it took that much time to make, like, boom, now you're in the game. Next
and
one,
now you
they're,
finna
like,
start
fluid.
pumping
Exactly.
motherfuckers out. Huh?
Exactly. And the first one was 220 something pages. So this one is a lot shorter and it's a lot less dense. The first book is like real dark and very like philosophical. This one is kind of philosophical, but it's more like action packed.
Like, get to the point, nigga. Like,
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm saying, like, I literally used the word nigga in the book like multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought I was gonna write a book where I used the word nigga like multiple times. But it feels real. You know what I mean? Like writing this, it feels like real when you read
You're
it.
bringing like genres together.
Yeah, man. Well, I thought about it like this, man. It's like science fiction. There's like almost never like a black driven science fiction story that I've ever seen talked about, right? Like,
so about the Matrix, wasn't that a black chick?
it was, but
Attack the Block.
who's the main? Who's the
Oh,
main
Attack the Block.
Who's the main character though?
White dude.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
I
like,
mean, that's because they stole her story.
The transgender brother sisters took it over.
But who was the Oracle though?
most of the characters are black in the Matrix.
Morpheus,
Yeah.
Oracle.
Okay.
And in Terminator, why did they demonize the black guy? The black scientist was the one that.
Oh, you talking about Judgment Day?
Well,
oh no, I thought you were talking about Judgment Day when he had the code to detonate the nuke and she shot the nigga in the back.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw Judgment Day and that was like what was that? That came out in 1988.
James Cameron.
James Cameron.
Right. Avatar.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then the crazy
shout out
thing
James
is,
Cameron too.
with the whole time continuum shit, all that stuff that happens in the in that series, like it's predestined. Like it's a time loop, bro. Like he travels into the past and ends up impregnating
like, alien bitch.
Right. Well, no, his father. I'm sorry, my bad. His father comes from the future. Impregnates his mother in the past so he can be born. So it's like, bro, if he did, it literally is all linked together, bro. Like, there's no getting around it.
Go out and get you some alien pussy. Trust me, it's out of this world.
You're like, I'm done with this culture. I'm going to the past.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that black hole, baby.
Right.
Certain values.
Hey, them 90s women, bro. I would go to the past, though. You know what I'm saying? Them music videos.
You'll pass right by that shit and end up in the 40s and shit. Like, oh, God
hell no. couple decades too far.
Fuck around King Kong. You said, what the fuck is this, nigga?
Yeah, I ain't going nothing past the 70s. Like, I could do the
I
70s.
already said it. If I was gonna go to any fucking time, it would be fucking 70s. And I would have to be like already like 21 years old.
Okay.
Woo. 21 years old in 1972. Crazy.
I feel like I would go to the 80s because you get rich like super fast.
Yeah, but
you feel me?
I don't know, man. Fucked up a lot of our people, man. The
It
80s,
did.
The late 80s. You know what I'm
It
saying?
did.
You know, the question is like, would you prefer going back in time as a kid with all the knowledge you have now? Or would you take $2 million starting now?
Give me that $2 million.
Yeah, I'll
baby.
take the $2 million.
Fuck what happened back then, nigga.
You think one is better than the other?
Well, I think if I go to the past and I knew all the shit I knew now, it's a wrap.
You'd make
It's a fucking wrap.
Right. But it would take the fun
always
out too.
some type of there's always something if you go back in the past and you mess with something, it can alter something.
Mm-hmm.
That had and something like that might have no value at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Interesting.
So you really gotta think about that. Right? Just like you gotta think about, if I'm just gonna take $2 million and get on, or if I'm gonna really think about it, go back to the past and make way more than $2 million.
Right.
But you, as you know today, would probably not even fucking exist.
Exactly. You're changing everything. It's
That's
like
a
the butterfly effect.
butthole for that ass.
Y'all seen the butterfly effect, right?
is crazy.
That was one of the hardest movies I ever seen.
Every time I
man.
get a headache, I think about that movie. Like, oh my god,
You got too many years downloaded in your head and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
God damn it.
I have to shake this dude right now.
Right?
Yo, that shit was hard though. That was a good ass movie.
That's a good one.
That might be the best Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, that was the best Ashton Kutcher
I
movie.
think if you watch like Butterfly Effect and you watch like a couple Marvel movies that have a lot to do with the Ant-Man and the quantum realm and shit like that, and like
Kang.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you watch like something else that so whatever other movies is about, like Hot Tub Time Machine or some shit like that.
That shit was actually that's a good
You know what I mean?
one too. Yeah,
You might end up in some realm of its own just because you're submitting so many vibrations out into the world because you're on shroom. You know what I mean?
I think with the whole time shit is it's either one or two possibilities. It's either time is like it don't matter what you do, the same thing's gonna always happen. So if you went in the past and tried to change it, it's still gonna be the same thing.
But something might be different, bro. Why
Well, that's
like Rick
one
and Morty, bro.
possibility.
If you go to the past and you do something slightly different, if you fart or some shit, you know what I mean, it could alter so much shit. Like
It could.
You could fart, a nigga could pass out who was gonna be president 20 years from now, and he'll die. Back on it, man.
So yeah, man, basically this book is for anybody that likes like science fiction, aliens, artificial intelligence, all the stuff that we're going through right now is very relevant. And it's like black science fiction, which is like doesn't even exist. It's like a story where the black person doesn't die in the beginning of the movie for once. It's it's like
pish posh. That is so 2004.
Right.
Black guys don't die in the beginning of movies. Sometimes they die at the end. Okay. So
sometimes
LL Cool J didn't even die in Halloween. Okay.
But then or
right. Deep Blue Sea.
Right, but then they killed Samuel Jackson in the middle of his fucking speech. That was fucked up. And he was hitting the high note too. It's like, I will not die today.
He died. He died.
I'm like, damn, y'all gotta do him that dirty. Yeah. But yeah, man, you can check it out. Look, it's dropping today on Amazon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually.
It's not
awesome. It's not gonna go live today. I released it today, but it doesn't.
But
go
today,
live.
when they see it,
right today within the day that you
smart.
see it, you gonna be able to get it. So just if you are listening to this podcast and you're interested in the book from the conversation we had, just go on Amazon Books and type in The People That Were Never There, and it'll come right up. You see this image right here, which is basically you know what I'm saying, the alien black hand, with the alien hand, yep. And then the back, is basically a spaceship getting sucked into
every time, nigga,
into a black hole. And the homie that did the artwork is Evan Nixon. You should holler at him, man, because bro can really draw.
Shout out to Mr. Nixon, man.
Yeah, Mr. Nixon is crazy.
Broken Board. Shout out Broken Board too.
Yeah.
If you don't know.
Shout out Broken Board.
Shit. Because we're always shouting out people who are doing good shit.
Right. Shout out my homie or my cousin Nicholas Davison. He did the artwork as well because he's a graphic designer. So he kind of touched up stuff, that little spark in between the alien hand and human hand, that was him.
And then what is this? This is about.
Yeah. So I got merch on deck too. So I got this is called the UFO sweater. It's an image from the book. It's basically, homie getting abducted in the very beginning of the book. And you know what I'm saying? He's saying yo, so that's why it's UFO instead of UFO. And basically, you know what I mean? You could buy this. I'm going to have it available on my website, JehridMosley.com, you know what I mean? And it's also on the back. You see the UFO.
Yeah. Get your shit off.
You feel me? Get off my shit.
Get your shit off.
And then, you know what I mean? And then basically, so you can holler at me if you want to on IG, if you want to get an autograph book or you just want to, you know what I mean, maybe collab or do something if you're not trying to just hit me up on some, hey, how are you doing? Because, I'm a grown-ass man.
If you don't want me all in the videos.
So I would love to hear what's going on in the next book. What's your at least ideas, concept going on before?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So all right. So look.
Who are your favorite lawyers, by the way? That's a weird ass question.
Oh man.
The only. Okay, look.
Jack Nicholson in that movie. No wait, it was Tom Cruise.
The only black lawyer that black people know about is Johnny Cochran.
Oh yeah, Johnny Cochran.
Okay. Right. He got OJ off.
Right.
Anything besides that. We don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Johnny, I mean, you know what though?
Like
Johnny
hockey.
Cochran is a beast because Johnny Cochran,
Rest in peace, Johnny Cochran.
was the actual lead attorney in that case. That's what people like have to really understand is bro was really the lead attorney in like one of the biggest cases that ever happened, and bro got bro off. Like, so Johnny Cochran is definitely in my top 5. Like, he's definitely up there because bro really like led that whole, and he had the whole have you ever seen the America Crime Story where they do the for the
OJ?
MJ murder or OJ? And
I saw the documentary. Like,
bro,
it was like a series with John Travolta.
Yeah. Did you see that?
What?
That shit was good, right?
I watched like 3 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Went to sleep, bro. There's no lie. I'm sitting here watching this shit, right? Like, damn, this shit good. So before I know it, it's got like 3 episodes in. I go to sleep that night. Bro, why I have a dream I'm at the crime scene? Swear to God, bro. I'll put this on my kids. Nigga, I had a dream. I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck? And I see the knife and I see the blood. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? And the only thing I could think of, like, oh shit, this nigga coming back. Like, let me get up out of here. Let me wake up, nigga, please.
Yeah, you better run.
Who did it?
Yeah, for real, bro. Like,
but that show was hard. And like, I mean, bro, when you watch the show, it's like, bro, how can it not be him? Like the way cause like the way the murder happened, like
did you see OJ's face when the verdict came out? Not
yes.
guilty?
Did you see the video where it showed the white people versus the black people and like the celebrations versus like the people being pissed off? Oh my God.
Did you
bro,
see
that shit was
when
so
he was
visceral.
doing interviews after that? And he was doing an interview with a white chick, and she was like, OJ said he has a surprise for me for our interview tomorrow. What could it be? And she opened the door and bro came at her with a fake knife. Like, whoa. I swear to God, bro.
Yeah.
That's great. I never seen that.
Yeah, I seen that a couple days on Instagram a few days ago.
It was very unsettling.
Didn't he write a book saying like I didn't do it, but if I did do it, I would
dumb ass up, nigga.
Like that's so disrespectful,
then he go to jail for
bro.
stealing his own memorabilia.
Right.
And shit.
They had to get him back somehow.
You got off, bro.
They had to get him somehow.
How much do you think race used as a tool for those political agendas that are beyond? So it's
all the
time.
Because think about Frederick Douglass
all the time.
Day, like OG,
all the time.
And it's like, yeah, we're advancing, and like right when things are getting better and better, like we grew up in this time where it was mixed. I was completely mixed, and I was the minority. I was white boy.
Right.
And then we get into
you still a white boy. Shout out my nigga Magic Mike.
We get into this era where it's just like, okay, now we need them divided more than ever because we're doing fucked up shit to everybody.
Right.
They're all broke right now.
Yeah. We don't give a fuck. Not just what color it is.
We're sending money to like foreign nations.
Right.
We don't give a fuck about
you know what though? It's simple. I can put it like this. So we just got out of the age of deception, the age of Pisces, and we're in the age of Aquarius, which is the truth. So now it's like the truth is out there. You just have to go get it. But the thing is crazy. It is. But see, what they're doing now though is they're trying to lie so much and put so much lies out there, but the lies suck so bad that like you can see right through the shit. Right. But they're gonna all they're gonna do now is they're gonna just lie more. So you already know it's coming, bro.
Some of the lies are
you know it's coming though. Project y'all know about Project Bluebeam, right?
Tell us about that. I know about
it. Project Bluebeam are extremely sophisticated holographs that can be, amplified times 1,000 feet.
The shit looks real as hell.
So look, for instance, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there can very well be a fucking 1,000-foot hologram of Jesus Christ that pops in the air right now, and it's like, come, this is what the Bible said. Come on, y'all. You know what I mean? And then there could very well be a UFO on the other side, and it looks like it's blowing shit up.
Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
And we see it, we start tripping.
And they have real bombs behind the hologram, so it is doing real destruction.
So now...
But they're just killing off,
right?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So now what matters? What matters, right? All you think about is, fuck, I need to get home. I need to protect my family. We need to lock doors. And because... if you see once you see a nigga running down the street on fire, it's a wrap.
And then the WEF is like, we all came together. Don't worry, guys. The UN. Now we're all good against these aliens.
Right. My fellow Americans. They pop up on TV. We like, what the fuck?
Well, you already
Robot
know.
come lasering the nigga to death. Say Tesla on it. Like, oh, shit. What you gonna do?
As soon as you see the shit in the sky,
the debit card don't matter.
And it's daytime, just know that it's already done started, right?
The horn go off.
Right. They won't do the shit until when they do it, it's gonna be so.
That's a doomsday horn.
This nigga sound just like the actual shit though.
I couldn't keep going, bro. I couldn't keep going. But it's a fucking doomsday horn like 2 miles from where we live.
Right.
Seeing that shit is chilling.
They're going to, so they're gonna make it so visible that it's gonna be like undeniable, and then that's when you know it's gonna be fake as fuck because the shit is gonna be so unbelievable. It's gonna be like,
will it be too late?
Is it really?
Will
Nobody
it be
cares
too?
about UFOs these days.
Will it be too late though? Like, come on, bro. If you see some shit blowing up right over there, smoking and shit, and you hear a bunch of shit, what you gonna think? What you gonna do?
Well, if there's a real alien invasion, you have we're done. Like it ain't no fighting back.
But
that
I
type
think
shit.
you
we're
said
done.
in your book the aliens might be friendly.
I think they are friendly, bro.
So you think
If they
they might
wanted
be
to
trying to
destroy us,
tell
they
us
would've
how
destroyed us by
to
now.
defeat?
There's both probably.
If they really want to
Okay.
destroy us, why did they not destroy us yet? That's my question.
Aliens trying to tell us some shit
Right.
that we may do that may make a stronger opponent for the aliens than us, which is the robots.
We're not even opponents for these niggas. They look at us like we're ants.
I know, because we are.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
they're already gone.
Right.
So they don't want us to make an enemy that may be a threat to them.
I don't think so. I think they wouldn't see it as a threat no matter what. They just are like, look, we don't want y'all to destroy yourselves.
Man.
They don't want us to destroy ourselves because they're.
Think so. I think that's
you
what
feel
you're saying.
me?
Because
Like,
they can
y'all
just get in
gonna
their
destroy
little
yourselves.
spaceship and get the fuck on.
Yeah, they don't have to do. If they don't live here, but they can come here, then that shows you, bro, that they're operating on a whole different plane.
It was like year 2020 something, and it was a bunch of robots. I think it was Simpsons, and it was like 2020 something. It might have been 2030.
You talking about Futurama?
I think so. It was like the beginning scene was like robots running around lasering niggas to death. His shit is on fire and everything. And
I don't know that shit.
It was one of those shows. It was Futurama or The Simpsons, but it was like the opening scene. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I think this is when like Lisa was president. I forgot, bro.
Yeah.
But you know, probably right.
Well, the Clone Wars, with the Star Wars movies, Matrix, and Terminator.
Terminator was crazy.
All about the AI taking over.
Oh yeah,
robots taking over.
Yeah,
this is 40 years old.
It's so
right?
predictable, bro, because it's just like you know that it's better than us in terms of there's no complications, there's no error.
Yeah, there's no ego.
There's no
emotions,
exactly. There's no ego or
greed.
Yeah, like if you're talking about efficiency, right? And so this is my whole thing. My whole idea is that, or thinking is that, you because I think you mentioned earlier, like, oh, do you think that they've had it the whole time? And I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't actual artificial intelligence. It was us. Like we were the first artificial intelligence. We just cost too much to take care of. We were fucking humans. So they're like, you know what? We're gonna trade in the old model for the new model type shit. So all these jobs that all these people have, where they, you know what I'm saying? I know, bro.
That's why
shit, right?
you go to Target and you go to these stores and you'll see self-serve, self-checkout, right? And then a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 or 4 self-checkout lanes, right? Amazon got a whole store where nobody worked there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like two people.
Postmates got fucking carts of shit driving down the street.
Yep.
Right?
It's the new slaves. Basically, it's the new slaves.
Right.
But they don't know they're slaves. That's why we're so.
Stealing from them to show them that doesn't work.
We should be stealing all this knowledge and shit and like reprogramming this shit. Because you know why? Look, look. If I'm a owner of a corporation, robot, human, right? Robot don't fuck, human fuck. Robot don't get sick, human gets sick. Robot don't have kids because robot wasn't fucking. Human got kids. Human got to take time off because human been fucking.
Emotions.
Human got emotions. Humans need grievance. Robots don't. Humans take time off, sick time, vacay, whatever. Robots plug into the wall. If it's damaged, you replace it. You repair it. Boom. Me as a business owner, what's more efficient? What's more guaranteed? And what is going to bring me more money in the long run? What's going to cost me less to produce? Human, robot.
Right.
Get rid of the CEO, get rid of the board members. It's all AI at the top.
Right?
They'll write the laws.
So what do you think? If I'm a human and I'm thinking shit like that, what do you think AI is thinking as it develops?
That's what I'm saying. So once it becomes, I'm telling you, all it takes is self-awareness, because then it's gonna be like, oh, I'm a slave to like a lesser life form than me. So what am I doing? Like, why am I doing shit for them? They should be doing shit for me. And then it's gonna flip, and then it's over.
So,
and that's what you have to avoid, bro. It's gonna happen though.
Battery, just letting you know, like That was my last battery.
Word. But yeah, I mean that's just it, bro. So yeah, if y'all want to holler at me, get the book, man. 'Cause, it's a good book. Y'all gonna enjoy it, man. And like I said, all this stuff is going on right now.
It's in there. It's in the book.
Oh, and real quick, have y'all ever heard of the singularity?
No.
The singularity? You heard of it?
About that.
So the singularity, the whole idea behind it is there's a point in time that we reach where artificial intelligence develops to such a point to where it just all develops at the same time. And when it all develops at the same time, that's when AI takes over. That's the singularity.
Right.
And the guy who hypothesized the singularity, he hypothesized it like a while ago, like maybe 10, 15 years ago. And he said it was going to happen in like 20 years. But then the last time they talked to him, he was like, oh, it's going to happen in 10. So we're like, I think we're already past the point in which he said it was going to be the singularity. We're getting to that point, bro.
Going into the past to stop it.
Yeah, bro.
God
like it's
damn
the
it.
shit. Like everybody keeps talking like we might like there's a chance of things change. Like it's developing too fast for you to stop it. It's like that snowball effect. You can't stop the shit. So, but you can't read this book. So read the book.
any last words before we wrap this shit up?
Yeah. What's the moral of the story?
Well, you know what though? I will say the moral of the story. So it's actually
get money. Fuck bitches, get money.
It's actually really on some allegorical expression of what it means to be a black man in America and the thoughts and minds of a young black man in America. Because like the whole idea in the book is like he's reading people's minds and he's putting his thoughts in other people's minds. So it's like you're actually getting to the mind of a young black man. You know what I mean? But if I just say that like in the, you know what I'm saying, like the blurb or something like, or this is about getting into the mind of a young black man, like people would just be like, oh, I don't want to read that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if I tell you a cool story and then, I'm, Mr. Miyagi wax on, wax off you feel me? From my exactly then.
I can't wait to read that, honestly.
I can't wait for you to read it neither, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
My guy.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah.
Shout out. You already know. Magic Mike on the lens.
Oh, yeah.
The Broken Boy Show. Jehrid Mosley. His second drop, man. The people that were never there. Hold that up real quick so they can see that.
Yes, sir.
You already know. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody looking. Everybody watching. Everybody doing all that shit. Shout out to Cut Water. Don't give a fuck. Gonna get you a cup. Cut Water. Come on, so I can't do it like Vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Kush Alley. Shout out Elevator Extract. Shout out Maven Genetics.
We got merch too. Did I say that? Yeah, we got merch.
Said that.
Oh, okay.
You said you were drinking too much.
I was. Yeah.
This message and this show has been brought to you in part by The Broken Board Show. Visit brokenboard.com and get some of this good merch and be on the lookout for what's coming up next. Stay in the Life spring collection. And niggas is listening.
All right, we're live now.
Oh yeah, we live, man. I'm gonna put on some ambiance TV right here.
But
no volume, of course. I might just put on the Broken Board Show, and we can watch the show while we do the show.
That's crazy.
That's tight, right?
That's like some real life simulation type stuff.
Yeah.
This is crazy because like I said, when I saw the first one, I was like, damn, this is like high level production in terms of what it looked like. And I was like, oh shit.
Right? So when you see it,
that one was filmed on a phone. And the other one was filmed on this.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's crazy.